Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the Sangean DT-180. This is an AM FM stereo digital headset radio. You can find this selling on Amazon USA for $36, not a bad price. I'll have links down in the pay link section. If you like what you see, pick yourself up one. They're pretty awesome. I actually like this one a lot. So in this video, we're going to perform an evening medium wave band scan. We're going to scroll through the AM band to hear what we hear in the Chicagoland area. Here we can pick up. It's got a tiny little antenna in there, and you never know. I've reviewed this and band scanned it before, but it's been a while, so I thought I'd bring it back out. First we'll go over features, second I'll do a size comparison, and they'll start cruising the evening band. So here it is, the DT-180. Nice compact little headset radio. The difference is there's the DT-120, and I didn't know it for the longest time, but the DT-120 does not have a clock, and the 180s do. So the 180 comes in a black, it comes in a white, and the 120 comes in a clear model, and it also comes in white as well. So if you're wondering, if you don't need a clock, you don't want the battery drain, then the 120 series might be the way to go. So I'll bring this back out to show you kind of what the insides look like. So let's look at the 180 here. So yeah, it's got this black enclosure that's pretty shiny and gets to be a fingerprint magnet. As you can see, it's not as shiny as it once was. Going to the left-hand side, we get a power button and also our band button. So short press to turn the radio on, long press to turn it off. When you're turning the radio on, you can long press and hold until the sleep timer goes off. This has an automatic 90-minute sleep timer that automatically engages if you don't do that. But if you press and hold, you can disengage it. Also, you cycle your bands. You have 2 FM bands and 1 AM band, and I'll explain why you have that in a moment. So yeah, you got this enclosure here. Going to the front, we have a nice clear LCD. I like that. You got this metal bezel going around it with a raised Sangean lettering. Pretty sharp looking. I don't know if the newer models have that or not. I believe it's the SG-110. They went to a gray style like the D-15. And I like the black more. It looks kind of cool, the piano black. But they went with a gray style. We have our buttons here. Got 4 of them, the main buttons. I'll explain them. First one here says DBB and step. That's our dynamic bass boost and step feature. So you can actually, while the power's off, press and hold this, and we'll do it right now. Gives us our firmware, and it lets us change the stepping of FM from 50 kilohertz to 100 kilohertz. Hit it again, allows AM to be changed from 10 kilohertz to 9 kilohertz. We'll leave it on 10. Back to time. Below that's our stereo button and time set button. So of course you can set the clock while the radio's off here by press and hold, and then use the tuning buttons. But you also have stereo function, which is neat because if you're listening to FM stereo and you have a signal that's kind of bouncing it back and forth from stereo to not stereo, you can just turn the stereo off to get better reception. Our tuning buttons are really fun. Incremental tuning up and down. You can seek tune by just press and let go. And of course you can continuous tune by pressing and holding, and you'll watch yourself going through the band pretty quick without stopping. And then whenever you want to stop, you let go. I like that a lot. That's a great feature, continuous tuning. The cheaper radios, they don't have that. They'll stop on a station, but even though you're holding it, so that's a nice thing to have. Going to the right-hand side of the radio, we have a volume rocker, volume up, volume down. Top of the radio, we got our headphone jack, which I'll be plugging in shortly to an external speaker so you can hear what's going on. And then we have 5 dedicated preset buttons, which is pretty nice. You get 5 on the AM band only, and you get 10 for FM. FM is divided into 2 FM bands, so you have FM1 and FM2. That's how they give you 10 presets for FM. And then over here, we have our lanyard hook point. And going to the back, you can see there's a switch for the radio here for locking it. So if you switch it to lock, you'll get a little lock icon on the screen, and all the buttons will work. That's good for when you're carrying it and listening to it. You don't want to bump the volume or anything else. Battery compartment. Now, I'd open it up, but it's a little tricky. So I'll just show you what it looks like on the inside. It takes 2 AAA batteries, as you can see in the clear model. The 120 is identical as far as everything goes, except the clock feature. But there are 2 AAA batteries included there. And then our antenna is on the bottom. It's interesting. They kept it away from the electronics. So here's your internal components. Let's kind of zoom in there. You kind of see how it's wired up. Fun. And then going down here, you can see the antenna. And that antenna is 1.5 inches in length. So we'll see what we can pick up at night with this little guy. Hopefully a bunch. Be neat to see. All right. So let's do a quick size comparison. So we saw those two. They're identical as far as size goes. Yep. Now let's see. We'll bring this up a little bit. And what do I got handy on the table? I always have CC Pocket in the house. Yeah. Big difference here, huh? Yep. Yeah, so if you just want to have a nice radio without the speaker, hook up headphones, off you go. It does come with headphones too, by the way, if you're looking to buy this. So for $36, you get a pair of headphones, a nice digital radio. You know you're going to get a good experience. You will, trust me. Yeah, fantastic experience. Here's the CC Skywave 2. I always bring that out, even though it's not really competitive as far as what they do, but it's fun nonetheless. All right, and then we have a deck of cards. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He's loves Sangean radios from Taiwan land. He's the master man. Ding, 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 ding. Iron Man. Taiwan land. I think it's Taiwan. I mean, I think it's Taiwan-based company. They probably still make their radios in China, I'm guessing. They might make them in different countries. It depends. So, all right, cool. So we'll go ahead and hook this to my speaker. I'm using the legendary GPX radio as a line-in source for this. So I have a speaker. It sounds great. You know, it's probably the best for headset radios I've found. If you want to search GPX, see, these things get dust on it already. If you search GPX, you'll get this like oval looking radio. There's a speaker, there's a little icon. Power LED even has a clock in it. I'm hooked up to AC at the moment, so if you hear a hum, that's the transformer. But yeah, this works great. I love it for speaker source for these headset radios. If you need one, I don't know if they still sell it or not. It'd be interesting if they do. Just check it out. Okay, let me get this patch cable. Here we are. Plug it in and turn it on. Here we can hear tonight. Okay, so short press on. Okay, before I turn everything on, we're greeted with a signal strength indicator on the top left there. Bring it in close so you guys can see. Battery status. There's our auto timer. 90 minutes. I'll turn off in 90 minutes. Now if I long press off and long press on. Oops, I did that too quickly. Long press off. Wait for that to go away. Okay, long press on. There you go. The symbol goes away and now we don't have a sleep timer. Okay, so yeah, bam, we're on, of course, frequency. And of course, if you hit band again, you can see we have 2 FM bands. There's FM 1, 5 presets. Hit it again, FM 2, 5 presets. That's how you get your 10 on FM. All right, great. Let's go ahead and zoom back down and turn on everything. So I got the speaker, turn that on. Let's see if we can pick up anything here. Doubtful. Little antenna. Let me see if I can. Yeah, volume all the way up there. Now, deep bass boost might work as a filter. It kind of muddies the signal a little bit, but lowers the noise a bit. So yeah, you sometimes can pick up some audible signals out of it. Okay.
Your local civic media radio station and on the app. North News Radio with Pat Kreitlow. There are some words that only get used with a phrase.
Okay, so 540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin, 70 miles to the north, 400 watts. As you heard, I was picking up interference from me because I'm pretty close to the camera, and then of course I'm touching where the antenna is, and it was making that noise.
Never hear unless it's in that particular phrase. On North News Radio with Pat Kreitlow, weekday morning 6 until 8 on your local civic media radio station and on the app.
Lena Bloom for the Bale Strike. Stop.
So it's like, again, we're just picking up a hint of KTRS, barely making it out. St. Louis, Missouri. And that can improve at night too. It can get better or worse.
a lot. Their satisfaction rate is 98%. Imagine that.
Okay, WIND, Chicago, local. So yeah, we're quickly tell you. So current time, oops, there's an old. Current time was 11:47. That's p.m. more Central Standard Time. I'm in Chicago, Illinois, USA. It's the month of November 2024. Yeah, always fun. So as time flies and you get to watch this video, you might be watching it way back in time. Who knows? So let's go ahead and turn this back on and get back to our AM band. All right, cool.
Bible, 844-41 Bible.
Heard something this way. All right. So northwest, southeast, southwest, northeast. Give you guys an idea. I'll be pointing the last stations coming in those directions.
Buy a house, but we're trying to keep the market.
WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
To do like we
North.
plan on saving up about 50 grand this year.
Okay.
And I don't know if I.
From the settlement have not been disclosed.
In other news, 12 Salisbury University students in Maryland are charged with hate crime.
Here's WMFN, Peatone, Illinois, 75 miles, 1,600 watts. Hang in there. Hopefully we get some long-distance stations. We'll see.
Dating app Grindr to lure the man to an off-campus apartment to have sex with a
Here we go. That music there is 650 WSM. Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles south. Nice. Glad to pick something up like that. Sometimes I can pick up WFAN if it's coming in strong and clear. But not tonight.
Seems like to me, and I'm not boots on the ground in Michigan. Might drive up to the UP next.
Here's a local, 670 The Score, WSCR, Chicago, home of the Cubs.
Seems from what I'm hearing that there's more embrace that
Memory 1.
something like fluky. Yeah, you might win a close game, but there's nothing fluky. This is a team with a clear identity. You know what they are. They follow the identity of their coach.
There's a hint of CGOB here on 680. So I'm going to bring in the Turk Advantage. Just to see if we can't get a signal out of that. Just a hint. Got a broken signal here. I think it's CKGM, Montreal, Quebec, 763 miles. $700. Just nothing happening. I think it's just a tough night. So let's hit the Skywave and hear what it picks up. Okay, I'm hearing something from the main speaker here. So it's picking it up too, it's just faint. Okay, let's keep going. 720 WGN Chicago. As you can see, we're memory 2, full strength on the signal strength indicator. All those bars. Awesome. Playing good music too, by the way. Great. Loving it. Okay, I can't hover on the music though. Pretty good selectivity. Okay, at 7:40, we're just picking up CFZM Zoomer Radio, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles to the northeast. That's coming in pretty weak. It's 7:50 WSB Atlanta, Georgia, 630 miles to the southeast.
Encourage a student you know to take part in a high school sport. This message presented by the GHSA and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
Dave, what are you doing?
Just sending a gift to Dave 2037.
Who?
Me in the future. I save a little money from every paycheck as a gift to Dave 2037. So you can spend it on things like anti-gravity boots or a hologram Doberman.
Barely picking it up, but that's WABC out of New York. Just trying.
WCFS-FM at HD1 Elmwood Park, Chicago.
Always live on the free Odyssey app.
It's 11:57. A warning for parents who bought new dolls inspired by a new movie.
Here's 780 WBBM News Radio, Chicago.
Mattel says it accidentally listed a website on the packaging for its new Wicked dolls that uses the same name as the movie. It actually leads to an adult...
Oh, interesting. The music there. I think that's Clare, Wisconsin, 230 miles away, 5,000 watts. WAYY.
Information is also on their website, couponbranson.com. That's couponbranson.com and on Facebook. So you're trying to find a date night for you and your spouse, depending on where you go.
This is CKLW, Windsor, Ontario, 270 miles. I really wish the stuff was coming in clearer, but it's that kind of night. But it's fun. It's a little headset radio that, it's fun that we're even getting all these stations.
Y'all, thanks for hanging on. I know a lot of people have a lot of things to say. As a primary destination or over to the South Pacific.
Okay, this person here, this advertisement, this is WBAP Fort Worth, Texas. This is nice. We're picking this up. This is pretty far. This is 810 miles to the southwest. And the other station is coming from Chicago, which is southeast.
With a guaranteed offer, you can skip the uncertainty and sell your home fast for all cash in as little as 21 days. Marksville Real Estate has been serving families for nearly 30 years, and they've helped more than 58,000 satisfied clients. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home fast for maximum profit. Marksville.com and find out what your guaranteed offer will be.
Yeah, it's a rough night. You should be able to pick up Minneapolis. Huh. Come on.
Hurricanes and hope they go away. That's why it's important to make a plan now. Ready.gov/plan has the tools and tips you need to prepare your family.
So here's WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky. It's my old standby for Coast to Coast at night. So yeah, we'll start hearing Coast to Coast here in a moment. 12 a.m. to 4 a.m., of course. 4 hours of fun.
News Radio 840 WHAS, Louisville. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, sports, talk, and podcasts.
Normally Denver, Colorado. I know this can pick it up. We're picking up a hint of it.
Fire rescue and crews going out through the communities in order to attempt to put out these blazes when they are popping up.
Firefighters are still making progress against the wildfire northwest of Los Angeles in Ventura County. Several airlines say they'll stop flying to Haiti for the time being after planes were shot while trying to land there.
JetBlue Airways says it's extending its stop to all flights to and from Haiti after damage from a bullet to a plane returning from Port-au-Prince was discovered during inspection in New York.
Here's WWL 870, New Orleans, Louisiana, 865 miles to the south.
To the neighboring Dominican Republic. The earlier incident had prompted JetBlue and American Airlines to cancel all flights through Thursday, but after JetBlue's damage to
the dangers that Iran poses, the threats from Iran, and it really goes to show the strength of this relationship.
WLS, Chicago. Local.
ABC's Britt Clennett. A jury in Delphi, Indiana convicted Richard Allen in the murders in 20...
A hint of a few stations. We'll go through this section pretty quick.
Confidence of an executive, the insight of a specialist, and the integrity of a servant of the common good. Apply today and access up to...
Local, I believe, BKM, Sandwich, Illinois. Relevant Radio.
Ave Maria Mutual Funds won't invest in companies that compromise your conscience. Compromise elsewhere. Backed by a dedicated...
Awesome, we got music on 940 WFAW, excuse me, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin.
Scholarships at umary.edu/MBA. Ave Maria Mutual Funds in companies that compromise your conscience. Companies elsewhere. Backed by dedicated Catholic advice. These prominent Catholic leaders.
Okay, we're picking up local again, 950, Relevant Radio.
To help ensure that the fund's investments match your moral beliefs. Information on our sponsored risk and how to request a prospectus at 1-866-READ.
It provided additional...
That'll do it. Let's go home with the final score. The Dolphins 23, the Rams 15. Miami ups their records at 3-6.
Here's 1000 WMVP Chicago.
5.9 as the Dolphins get the win, 23-15.
Okay, we're getting a hint of 1020 KDKA, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Again, I think it's just a tough night. So if we go to Skywave here and enter in 1020, you can hear what it sounds like on the Skywave. Yeah, it's just a rough night. All right.
Central on no CBS station. On Tuesday, the Argentine at 20 sequel Metroid Family win for its first season premiere at 8:30, 7:30 Central on NBC. Starring a new episode.
So it's kind of one of those rough DXing nights. WHO, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles. Interesting thing is that it's clear skies, but the atmosphere must be troubled a little bit.
Starting at 8/7 Central on ABC.
weekday morning.
The Money Wheel jackpot on Tuesday is $140.50.
Brought to you by
Total Furniture, the Kenosha YMCA.
Yeah, so WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin. It's supposed to drop down to 250 watts at night.
Children's Boutique and Odd Job Larry.
The Money Wheel spins every weekday morning at around 7:45 on AM 1050 WLIP.
Closed overnight through Friday in the morning, and that's going to continue through this Thursday morning. In the KRLD Weather Center, overnight seeing mostly clear skies, below 51 degrees expected. Heading into your Tuesday, you can look forward to more sunshine. The high is 74 degrees. Wednesday, some clouds rolling in, but staying mostly sunny to 76 for your high. Right now it's 60. I'm Tristan Lyons on News Radio Community KRLD. The following program is pre-recorded.
I think we're picking up KRLD, Dallas, Texas, 800 miles away. Very cool. And music, there's KAAY, Little Rock, Arkansas, 570 miles south. All our southern stations are coming in. I don't know why the northeast isn't coming in, man.
Good morning, good evening, wherever you may be across the nation, around the world. I'm George Norrie. This is
Coast to Coast, yeah, WTM, Cleveland, Ohio, 345 miles. Yeah, he pretty much takes over the whole band.
and continue to serve, past and present.
The election, he called it wrong. So no one looking to Helmut Norpoff as of last election, no one looking to Alan Lippman as of this election. Who do people then turn to for accurate predictions about what is going to happen in the future?
Yeah, so we're getting like fading signals here. This is KMOX, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles southwest.
Everything accurately is the one and only Dominic Carter.
Might be WBBR, Bluebird Radio, just picking a hint of it.
The plane had departed from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
So here's 1140. This is coming in nice and clear. This is WRVA, Richmond, Virginia, 665 miles to the east.
Flight attendant was grazed by a bullet. Continental Dairy has... About artificial intelligence, it's now generally assumed that AI systems will continue spreading across our culture.
When Abraham arrived, these are people groups, by the way, that are gone. They aren't the modern-day Palestinians.
So I think 1150 was your WHBY, Kimberly, Wisconsin. And this here is WYLL, Hope for Your Life, Christian Radio, Chicago.
Then dwelt in the land. So you have the civilization that lived there, and then you also have Lot and...
What do you think?
I think the basic question is all
Coast to Coast in 1200. No, I have no idea. If you guys know, let me know.
the way we read, write, and communicate, the way products are promoted, the way you buy things. Widely predicted futures, whether or not subjugation have so many aspects of our lives.
Okay, so this is Coast to Coast again on WPHT, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles. Good to see the station starting to come in now.
Widely predicted future really is inevitable, and there are indeed folks.
Okay, I'll go a little quicker through the band and then we'll call it.
Attraction to the oblates of St. Joseph, and it was actually instead of feeling like I wanted to imitate St. Joseph and then picking the oblates, it was more like God pointed me to the oblates, and then I had to learn about St. Joseph, and that
I think this is WSDZ, St. Louis, Missouri.
really began to be cultivated and to flower. Okay. I like that, too. And it is, like you say, it's a good...
Press and hold. It's going to go up a little bit here. And stop.
It's a three-way war. The Taliban, the government of Afghanistan.
Here's KXCL, Waterloo, Iowa. 210 miles to the west here. Some people can pick it up all the way in New York, which is pretty awesome.
The way that Trump carried them out. These were charged.
He was asked about the comments from Parsons. Well, I think like anything.
WCKY, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
When it does create questions for others in the locker room.
Particularly successful at finding ways to have these systems output money fast.
Coast to coast, can't hover on it. WLAC, Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles south.
For big profits that they're all really hoping for.
Just a hint of music at CHHA Toronto.
Because at that point, we didn't have a variety of Eucharistic prayers that were used behind the Roman canon.
So we got relevant radio here, pretty close to SGP, I believe, Wisconsin. We're almost through. Oh, that's nice. It's coming in really clear. I believe that's WPTX, Lexington Park, Maryland. 685 miles. Playing some good classics.
Don't think they are that kind of team that's going to win. Because they're not as balanced. A caller told earlier he's kind of cherry picking some people, but they're the 21 ranked overall defense. And I don't feel like teams like that.
Okay, 1700 is a sports station, KBGG, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles. Okay, so we'll call it there. There it is. So yeah, the Sangean DT-180. Pretty cool little headset radio. Yeah, it struggled because it was a tough night, but it still was able to pull in quite a bit. That's what you can expect. Expect even better performance when the nights get clearer and colder. Into January, February, it tends to be really good depending on the atmosphere. Ooh, it's cool. Sangean, sparkling there. Anyway, we'll long press off. There we go. So if you enjoyed that video, I hope you did. Just a little look into what this radio can do. Give it a like. Give the radio a big like. Again, for $36, it's totally worth it. Daytime reception was fantastic on it. Even using a loop, it was really nice. Really pulling in faint stations. I liked it. Using a deep bass boost, or dynamic bass boost, excuse me, as a way of lowering the noise floor to hear those faint signals. That was nice to have. I really like that. So, yeah. Definitely do that. And 2, if you like Sangean radios and want to see more, hit subscribe to the bell icon, get notified. And 3, comment below what you think about the DT-160 in 2024. This radio's been out a while for sure. Is it one you'd be thinking about picking up for your collection or for personal use? Is it something you were looking at and came to my channel and found this video? Let me know. Be curious to hear what you guys have to say. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.